So I need to enter the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 and hash. So we'll press 3 in order to feed the telephone number first. So I'll feed my mobile number 9820142349 and hash. So my telephone number has been changed. That's the answer given by the device. Now I can hang it up at any time from my mobile. Now I am going to switch on my devices and then logically I'll show you what happens in case when the process is on, any of the sensor get activated. Since we have not connected any sensor, if you look at these pins, there are six pins. First two pins are DC 5 volt power supply, that is required for sensors. Third pin has not been used, and another 3 pins are used for sensor inputs. The only requirement is if you make logic of the any pin low, the device is going to function. So logically we have not connected any sensor to this, but with the piece of wire we'll make any one logic low so that we can see the process. So now I'm going to call up the device and switch on the process. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and hash. So I'll press 1. I want to switch on channel number 1. So 1 1. You see the bulb glowing. That shows the process is on. Similarly 2 1, 3 1, 4 1. I want to know whether my channel is on or off. Number 5 5 2. So since 5 channel is off, it's showing channel is off. At any time I can just hang it up. Now my process is on and production is going on. As I explained you before, something goes wrong. What happens? See what happens. I'll make the logic low. I'll just short these 2 points. The heat sink is ground and one of these last 3 pins. See, my all plant is off and also it is dialing out. And see, it has delivered a message on my mobile phone, emergency, emergency, emergency. See, the call has come on my mobile phone, and if I pick up this, you will receive the same message, emergency, emergency, emergency. You can change your password also. Password can be up to 10 digits, but do not forget to press hash at the end of password. Hash is like an enter key that I have completed my password enter, and so that the system can store this password into serial EEPROM and give a message that your password is stored or has been changed. Now one word of caution is, do not try to change this password over mobile network. The reason is, sometimes the mobile network becomes very weak or fades out and you will never know what password has been received by your device, or whether the device has received hash or not is not known. In that case, you will have no access to the device and device will not allow you to do any job, and this device will get locked, and you will have no option but to send this device to me to unlock this, since all the passwords are stored in this chip. And once you forget your password, the condition is same, because the device asks you to enter the password, and if you are not able to enter the correct password, you have no access to the device. But in case of telephone number, if you store a wrong telephone number, no matter, it's not going to call you out. But if you forget your password, there is no way that you can enter into the device. So this is the same IC which you use in credit cards or other cards. So please remember, while changing password, do it over landline telephone network, so that in no ways, and till you hear, once you enter the password, you can store the password, mobile password also through landline, and press hash at the end of your password storage. So this is overall of this GSM iVirus. I hope it's more than enough to give you the complete functional and operational procedure of this project.